Welcome back, everyone. Great to be here with you on episode 174 of the Integrative Health Coach Success Podcast. Looking forward to sharing with you why you have to sometimes decide between helping one person versus helping everyone. So we're going to go through that question today. It's probably the biggest mistake that that means literally almost everybody, every single health coach or wellness, fitness, etc. based practitioner tries to overcome their very first few years in practice. All right, so here's what I mean by that. Literally, it happens to everybody, myself included. So you come out of your personal training certification, integrative health practitioner certification, health coach certification, chiropractic, acupuncture, naturopathy, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And you're like, I have all of this knowledge to be able to help all of these people all over the world, and I want to help them all. And I think it's noble. I thought it was noble when I first started as well. Here's the issue. If you try to appeal to everyone, you attract, as they say, no one. Now you might say, well, that's not fair. I'm able to help all these different people. I get it. I understand. I'm with you, and I agree. The problem is, if people don't know what you stand for, they are not necessarily attracted to your services you have to offer. So for example, just think about it this way. Let's take it outside of the health coach industry. Let's say there is a chiropractor, and the chiropractor specializes in lower back pain. There's a chiropractor that specializes in, let's say, ankle-based mobility and postural analysis. And there's a chiropractor that specializes in everything. Okay, so like there's a chiropractor, and on their website, I help digestive issues, I help pain, I help inflammation, I help this, I help that, I help all these different things. Another one, I help with postural analysis, gait analysis, foot up, for ankle mobility, etc. Okay, now, if I'm searching online and I have debilitating back pain where it hurts to just literally stand up, who am I choosing? The person that lists they can do everything, the person that specializes in the postural analysis, the foot up, or the person who specializes and they say, I help lower back pain. I hope that you say you'll probably go with the lower back pain because that's that person's specialty. Now, the thing is, the first person who does everything might have the same exact knowledge base. The person with the postural analysis, gait analysis, foot up based work, they might actually help the most because they might have the ability to better assess why this person has the back pain in the first place. Pronation of the feet, weak or tight gastroc, tight soleus, weak hamstrings, weak glute medius. Like, again, we can kind of go through the whole thing. Tight psoas muscles, tight TFL. So they might be able to help the most. But who does the person choose? The person that can eliminate their pain the most, or they believe that can the most. They specialize in that. So what I was sharing with you right there is an outside anecdote. Let me give you one from personal training. So there are personal trainers that say, I can help athletes, I can help bodybuilders, I can help fitness competitors, I can help posture, I can help like everything. I totally get it. Here's what I did. I could do and enjoyed all of those things as well. Like I accumulated certifications like nobody's business because I love to learn. Like that was it. I was just like, why not? I need CEUs anyways. I love to learn. Let me get another certification. But when I opened my own studio, I had learned a lot. I had already been in personal training, believe it or not. I'd already been in personal training almost 10 years because I had been doing it through my undergrad. And so when I opened, not quite 10 years, I was 27 when I opened my first location. I think it was 26, 27 right there. And I had been doing that since 18. So that's like 8 years, 9 years. Yeah. So I learned over that time, it doesn't necessarily matter what you know, because unless the client actually gets to meet with you, you don't get to impart any of that knowledge. That's why if I talk about marketing and I talk about business and I talk about branding and I talk about these different things, I do it because I know you listening to this show care about people. I know that you have the knowledge, but it's not enough. Like I just implore you to realize that it is not enough, because there's a bunch of people who know that, but they also know how to attract clients as well. So by 2006, I had learned that. I had actually taught hundreds of other studio owners, spa owners, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I had consulted with over a dozen in person, hired all of their people, and got clients in essentially since 2004, 2005, 2006. So that was all over Massachusetts, Connecticut, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, and one in New York. And I just didn't like to travel. So I didn't want to be in that life. And even though I loved training trainers, I loved working with people more. And so instead of traveling for 3 or 4 days a week and working with people 1 or 2 days, I wanted to work with people every day. And so that's what I did. Now, I did one thing, and that was one of my factors to being successful very, very quickly. I specialized in body transformation. I knew how to help people lose body fat and weight rapidly. And I knew that, honestly, simply because I had done natural bodybuilding all through college. I was never going to win a Mr. Olympia. I was never going to win any competitions, but I loved the art of it. I loved the discipline of it. And I loved being able to fix the outside of my body when the inside of my body was very unhealthy. At least I could do something about the outside. That gave me solace. Honestly, the gym and nutrition and even reading like muscle magazines and personal training books, like that was my saving, whatever you want to call it back then. Like that was what got me through. It's just like, yeah, there's tomorrow. I'm going to try this. There's the next program. Like I was always just the next thing that kind of kept my mind in a positive place. So I knew how to help people transform their body. It was very straightforward. We were doing intermittent fasting, what people call paleo-based diets way before, that was popular. Again, I didn't make any of this up. I learned from others and tried it myself, tried it with clients, and lo and behold, it works. So I developed my own plan by then, and we specialize in body transformation. Since every personal trainer says I offer personal training, I offer fitness, I offer sports and conditioning, I offer that, we said, listen, we're going to transform your body in 21 days. And that's what we did. And we guaranteed it because we know we could. So myself, and I hired 2 other people right out of the gates. We were booked within 6 months. So completely booked, completely busy. And that seems to be the mark. When I opened my functional medicine center about 6 months, like that, it takes you a while to build up, but 3 to 6 months, I think you can do it. We then hired a new personal trainer essentially every 3 to 4 months. That was the maximum. And we would build them up to 100 plus sessions within that time. So now what I want to share with you is this. Did I also work with athletes? Yes. Did I work with celebrities? Yes. Did I work with fitness competitors? Yes. Did I work with MMA fighters? Yes. Like NFL players? Yeah. Like all of that? Yes. But 90%, 9 out of 10 clients, was body transformation. So I got to work with everybody I wanted to, but what actually created my career and made it sustainable was body transformation back then. Now, functional medicine is a little bit different, right? If you have the ability to read at-home lab tests and then provide precise recommendations, well, you're in a class all your own. Like that's just totally, totally different. And you can then just niche down for that. So I don't want to sway you from working with everyone you want to work with. I just really want you to be successful. That's the truth. So once you can make a certain income that will enable you to leave your current career or really feel solidified for you and your family, like that's what I want first. And then you can branch out. So what I'm saying to you is this: choose one niche to start. Get busy. It's so much easier to attract clients that way, because when you show up creating content online on social media, well, what does your wall look like? Or what does your, whatever you want to call it, post look like? Well, I mean, if they're all about helping someone with PCOS or men with low T or weight loss or thyroid or migraines or Lyme or mold or anything, guess what? There are going to be hundreds of thousands of people searching at that moment who want what you want. And if you're like, oh, this person just taught me something new, I wonder what else they know. And guess what? They sign up to work with you. They do a free consultation. Like it really does work like that. But if they look at your page and they see a different post about everything all the time, it doesn't speak to them. Do you see what I'm saying? Like think about an issue you're dealing with. You want an expert in that. And I know that it isn't necessarily fair that that's how it's done, but trust me, better to be busy doing what you love, and then what I always call widen the circle, the better. right? So here's the thing. You choose one niche in the beginning, something that you love, maybe something that you overcame. It's easy to speak about that then, right? Then what can you do after that? You create content on that topic. Now, you don't have to do this forever. For let's say 6 months to 12 months to start your business or expand your business. Believe me, you are going to be busy by that time, right? You're going to be busy. If you're talking about this one thing and you're the expert in it, and people view you as the expert and they sign up to work with you, that's how you build your business, right? Then after that, you can't expand. Get busy first though, right? So when you do not use what I do on my Instagram or my podcast as what you should be doing. I've been doing this now since about 1996. Okay, so that's a long, long time. So what I'm sharing with you is this. Do not just, as they say, put the cart before the horse, right? We need to make sure that your niche is the horse that pulls the rest of your business and passions along. So I'm recommending choose one thing, create content around it, and then after that, you're going to get referrals anyway from all sorts of different people saying, hey, can you also work with body transformation? Can you also work with migraines? Can you also work with autoimmune? Can you also work with, yes, I can. I'm happy to help you with that. This is what I'm known for, but I can also work with those as well. And then after that, after you're already busy, you've got your referrals coming in, guess what? You can start posting about another niche that you love just as much. And that is how this works. That is how the best of the best get busy right away and then continue to branch out from there. So I'm going to keep it at that for today because I don't want to confuse the overall message, but let me know if there's questions on that. I would also love to hear what other topics you would like us to discuss here on the Integrative Health Coach Success Podcast. We always appreciate all of your input, your feedback, your support, your downloads, and your reviews. So if you haven't yet subscribed, please do subscribe, review the show. We would absolutely love that. And if you're not already an integrative health practitioner, I can't recommend it enough. 2023 is going to be a huge breakout year for integrative health practitioners. And you'll have the ability, if you so choose, to be able to actually use things like food sensitivity testing, hormone testing, heavy metal testing, GI digestive-based testing, and so much more with your clients. If you haven't checked it out, go to integrativehealthpractitioner.org, and we look forward to welcoming you into the IHP community soon. Take care, everybody.